All right, here I am at the Somervell County Courthouse. Another old world building with the fire story. So this one here's what Grok says about it. So it's made in 1882, but 11 years later it burned down, destroying valuable county records along with it. A lot of them mention that around here. So right after the fire, this current one here was built in less than 2 years by designed by architect John Cormack. But of course, in 1902, a tornado struck it, so severely damaged the courthouse roof and clock tower. Here's some information about John. So he built several others. Bandera County Courthouse, built that in 2 years. And the Gillespie County Courthouse, built that in 2 years. That's pretty amazing how quick they can put these buildings up. Back in the 1800s with the donkeys and the horses that they had to work with. Limited or no power tools, no cranes, and yet they're lifting these massive rocks and perfectly chiseling them, and it's pretty amazing. So here's the cornerstone. I'm not sure who any of those names are. They're John Cormack, the builder. So on here it says he's the architect and like the designer. Yeah, designed by architect John Cormack. Constructed from native limestone. It doesn't say who the builder is. But on here it says he's the builder. Yeah, and then of course the other side, probably just like the last one I was at. Yep, there's the symbol. Yeah.
What's it say?
What's it say?
Something by the Texas Grand Lodge. It was something.
Re-leveled? I don't know. I can't tell what that says. Laid by Glen Rose Lodge.
This says 1993.
That's that little plaque there, probably. So. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm sure that's all newer type stuff. We just don't build like that anymore. There's this information. It's probably the same sort of stuff I have here in my hand.
But burned in 1893.
Yeah.
Many valuable records.
So that's weird. In here, this one, it mentions that the records were burned, and so does the last one we're in, the Hood County. And it also mentions that during a update, interior updates also removed modern additions like dropped ceilings and paneling. It's weird that the Hood County one mentions the same sort of thing. Sorry, one-handed here. That the consumed the county records, and then this project removed modern additions like dropped ceilings. Why does that sort of thing make the 4-paragraph history of this building and both of those county buildings? I guess, like, obviously the county records burned, but why do they have to mention that in both stories? And the fact that during a remodel they removed the drop ceilings, why do they mention that? That's weird to me. I also looked up here. Can you help me with the pages again real quick? Just take the top one. And that one. So I grokked how many Texas courthouses that were built in the 1800s burned down in 1940. And here's what Grok told me. So Hood County lost one. That's the one we were just at in episode 1. And then this one here, Mason County, 2 of them burned. Lamar had a fire. Ellis County had fires. And Delta County. So, and then I know of Parker County just off the top of my head. So down here further, it talks about how there's over 50 structures. This number could be higher, potentially reaching 50 or more. And that's just between 1860 and 1940. So, and that this piece of paper also mentions there's only 254 counties in Texas. So during that short period, it's like 50 or more of these buildings burned down. But more than 20% of them burned down. That's, are they building these things out of a straw and gasoline or something? Why are they all burning down? So just kind of neat seeing all this old. I think these buildings are a lot older than what we're told.